Hey there, clan, and welcome to whatever the hell I'm going to call this. Probably just junk, in all honesty, because it isn't a proper update. It isn't a video that I'm going to be usually doing every now and then. It's more of just me rambling. It will be partially an update because I do have a few things to update you on, but I didn't feel as though I could do a full video regarding an update, in all honesty. And now you get to see how fucked up my eyes are. But yeah, I've not done a video in the past 3 days, and this isn't normal. This is normal for me every now and then. It's really the main reason is there hasn't been a lot to talk about. Well, there is enough to talk about. I am keeping my eye on Comic Con. I do like to keep my eye on that every now and then. I'm not a huge comic book fan. A lot of the stuff that comes out of Comic Con, I'm not too interested in. I know a couple of people will probably ask my opinion on some stuff, and I will probably do a video like my thoughts on some Comic Con news. I just need to wait. I'm just waiting for Comic Con to be done, and then I'm going to talk about it because there's just a lot coming out of Comic Con, and I don't feel as though I could talk about it fully right now. Just give me a moment to shut this bloody window. But there has been a couple of stuff that come out of Comic Con that I am going to talk about in this video, but it's just a quick thoughts on it. But I do want to just update you all as well, and this is that I do apologise of late. I don't. Really, I just feel as though I haven't done this channel good enough at the moment. And unfortunately, if you don't know, I do suffer from depression. And I bring up every now and then just to make sure that you understand the circumstances is that I've had a bit of a bad bout in the past couple of days. Basically the past 3 or 4 days. And I don't know what's caused it. It just happened like that. And it's kind of getting to me a bit, and I feel as though I just need to let it out and just let you know. I keep you up to date on things. It's just I don't know what it is. It's just I haven't been feeling myself lately, and when I don't feel myself, I don't feel like doing videos. It's just how I feel sometimes, and I do apologise for that. There's not much I can do about it with this little screwed up head I've got. But I am going to try and get back into the swing of things and making videos. I do have a couple of videos in mind, but I want to wait until my head's a little bit more on straight. Right now it's a little bit crooked, like my eyes, and it's just the way as I do have a couple of videos I have in mind I want to get done in the next couple of days, including some Witcher related videos. I have had some people request me to give my opinions on certain stuff from the Witcher universe. It's basically going to be talking about individual characters and then maybe kingdoms afterwards. As it is from the perspective of someone whose most of their knowledge comes from the games. That's where most of my knowledge about the Witcher universe comes from the games. I have read, I do have 2 of the Witcher books. I have The Last Wish and Blood Elves. I'm about that far away through Blood Elves, but this has been taking me months to read because I keep putting it down. But I'm probably going to stop reading Blood Elves and actually pick up Sword of Destiny, which is actually the second book in the Witcher series. But it never got translated into English because publishers are fucking idiots. But I want to read all the Witcher books. But I understand that some people might want my perspective as someone who's primarily only basically got their knowledge from the games. So I am going to do that sometime soon. I don't know when I'm going to do it. As is, I want to wait until my head's a little bit more straight on, because when my head's like this, I tend to snap quite easily, and I don't want to do that on the video because then you'll actually see me pissed off rather than angry. There's angry me and then there's pissed off me. Yeah, some of you may have seen it in my earlier videos, but trust me, pissed off me you do not want to meet. I am. That's why you do see lulls in my videos. That's why every now and then I'll take a couple of day break because my head's not on right. And so yeah, that's just what happens, unfortunately, with my mind at the moment. So I am trying to get my head sorted, and once my head is sorted a little bit more clearly, I am going to be doing some Witcher videos. I am also going to be doing some other news videos, of course. There is a couple of videos I have in mind that I want to do, but I can't do right now just because of the area I'm in, just because of my circumstances at the moment. But I want to do at least the Witcher ones where I'm going to talk about the individual characters, and I may as well say who the first character is I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be talking about Yennefer. Because she's the character I have the least to say about, but even though I do still have some a lot to say, due to the fact that I mostly know Yennefer from the game, because she is only in Witcher 3, and so she is referenced in Witcher 2 and Witcher 1, I believe, but Witcher 3 is where she makes her first ever appearance. So I am going to talk about Yennefer first, and just get her out of the way, because I do have a lot to say about her. I said I only have the knowledge from the Last Wish, which she's only in one of the stories there because it's a collection of short stories. A little bit of Blood Elves, which she's in, which she isn't in too much, and of course the game as well. But I will mostly be talking about her from the game, and then I'll go into other characters, so on and so forth. Probably, as I say, is the ones I know the most about compared to their appearances in the game. So it'll probably be Yennefer, Ciri, then maybe Tress, Vernon, Yorveth, Saskia. Who, by the way, I have a lot to say about Saskia because she's awesome. Wish they'd used it more, in all honesty. But I will get around to actually doing those videos. Hopefully next week. I'm actually got an intro of. I made it a couple months ago and never used it, and it may actually come in handy now. I also have something I want to wear doing it, so we'll wait and see. But just keep an eye on the channel. There will be some witch related content. I do know some people actually really want that. There will be other stuff as well. There's a couple of Comic-Con news essays that I want to talk about, and I'm going to talk about one or two of them in this video just because I really don't have much to say beyond my reaction, and in all honesty, that's all I have to say on it. I also will keep you a little update on Dragon Age D&D. I know it has been over a month now, I think, since we did it. The main reason, as I say, is E3 and Comic-Con. And also, one of the members, Dave, has been moving. He recently got a new job and has moved basically a different city. So once he's all set up, we are going to work on when we're going to do it. Hopefully, we'll do it in the next this month. I have got my notes already as the Dungeon Master. That's my job. I always over prepare, and I actually prepared for a lot more than we got done in the last session. So I still have a lot left over, and I don't want to prepare too far ahead just in case, because I did that with the last campaign we did without Dave. I prepared way too much. I had a lot of stuff left over that we never got around to doing, and I've just had to recycle that and work it into the new campaign, which is just the jobs of a DM. So we are going to be doing that hopefully this month. I don't want to say when, as it says, it all comes down to everyone's schedule and also the time differences and also my schedule. I do apologise that if any in the future something might come up that I may have to cancel it, basically, unfortunately. Not the whole thing, but this month's one. But yeah, I do understand people are enjoying that. Even though people are giving me shit over it, I'm sorry. Like that's I actually have to not read the comments on the videos up on Ash's channel just because of the amount of negativity that that's been directed towards me as the Dungeon Master. I'm normally good at ignoring negative comments, but just some of those ones have really got to me, unfortunately. And so I do apologise if I have to avoid the comment section in those particular videos just because there are so many D&D purists out there who are saying I'm doing everything wrong and also direct insults to me. I've even had a couple of nasty messages sent to me just because of the way I DM. As I say, it's just the way I am, and I'm very new to DMing, so I'm glad that people are being patient with me, but at the same time I have to avoid those comments because there are some of them that are directed towards me which I don't like. So I do apologise for all the positive comments out there, because I have received some lovely messages saying that I am a good DM apparently, and I really do appreciate that. Right now I don't want to say anything else regarding D&D, Dragon Age D&D, as is until we've got a date set for when the next campaign is, next session is, sorry. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's much else to say on the D&D. I do want to show off a little something. If you don't know, Dragon Age and I think it's Funko or the Titans basically announced a lot of figures. MD did a video on it where she unboxed a couple of them. I went down to my local geek shop basically to see if they had any in stock, and they're not out in the UK yet. Unfortunately, they didn't have it. So I picked up one random one. I picked up a Buffy one. And here's the thing: if you don't know, when it comes to collectible anythings, whether it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which I have actually started collecting again, by the way, and I've got actually surprisingly lucky with some of them. I actually have some decent Yu-Gi-Oh cards, surprisingly. I actually have some surprisingly good ones, apparently. Just I've fucked these up. I've got them in the particular, like, I actually got really lucky with some Yu-Gi-Oh cards recently. Where is it? I actually got this card, Legendary Dragon of the White, which is basically the XYZ version of Blue Eyes White Dragon, which I got in one of my first packs I bought. But when it comes to normal collectible things like that, I suck. Like, I am the unluckiest person ever when it comes to those, and the fact that I always either get doublers or cards I don't want. And I picked up one of these Titan figures. I still have the box, I think, around here somewhere. Let me just see. Do I still have the box? Yeah, I picked up... There it is. I picked up one of these. I picked up the Buffy one, and just so you know how much they are, they're $8.99 a pop. Like they're £9 a pop. So I didn't know this when I picked it up, but yeah, it's vinyl. But I picked up one of the Buffy ones, and I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind Faith, I wouldn't mind Buffy, I wouldn't mind Vampire Buffy, and who the fuck do I get? But probably my least favorite character. I got Oz. I got Seth Green. Now, nothing against Seth Green, but Oz is probably my least favorite character from all of Buffy. Like, I don't like his character in particular. He's not my favorite character. He's probably at the bottom in all honesty. Like, out of all the ones, what's the odds of getting him? The odds of getting him are 1 in 20. And the other ones in 20s are like Giles, Vampire Xander, I'm guessing, Vampire Buffy, Faith, the Mayor, the Master, Angel, Drusilla, Vampire Buffy. I got fucking Oz. No offense to Seth Green, but I do not like Oz. That is my luck. This is my freaking luck. And just to be it, this is Oz. He comes with a little guitar. Oz is not my favorite. Oz is probably my least favorite Buffy character, just because of the fact I just do not like him. But yeah, like out of all of them, I got freaking Oz. I freaking. I was hoping for Buffy or something. This is gonna be my luck when I get the Dragon Age ones. I'm gonna get all the ones I don't want. But once they get some Dragon Age ones, I am going to buy. I might not be able to buy a lot of them, but I will probably buy 2 or 3 and maybe do a quick unboxing video of all of them, just to show you which ones I got. Basically, unfortunately, due to the fact they are £9 a pop, I'm not going to be able to get a lot. Unfortunately, it'll probably only be like maybe 2 or 3. In all honesty, if I'm lucky. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way and talk. This is just a rambling video. I understand that if nobody watched this, but I guess the last 2 things I can talk about is the stuff at Comic-Con that's kind of got me excited. The first thing, of course, is Con Man. If you're unfamiliar, Alan Tudyk, and Nathan Fillion did an Indiegogo for a TV series, basically, a web series it's going to be actually now on the internet. Basically, the overall concept of it is about a guy who was in a sci-fi show that lasted 1 season, got cancelled, and now unfortunately he's been put in that role permanently, and his entire career now is going around to conventions about this particular thing, and he's actually starting to hate it. And it's basically comedy. And if you understand Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion's career, it's basically their spin on what if happened with Firefly. It's basically Firefly aftermath, and it's kind of interesting with the perspective they got. They released the official trailer recently, and I highly recommend going to go and check it out. Just type in Con Man, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. But I'm excited for it. It's only on Vimeo on demand, and unfortunately I was going to the Indiegogo raised like 3 or 4 million, I think. I was going to contribute to it, but unfortunately I didn't have enough money at the time, and by the time I had money, it ended, and I was like, fuck, now I'm going to have to wait to buy my DVDs. But I'm really excited for this because I like my comedies, and in honesty, I'm a bit of a comedy snob in some instances. But I actually am really excited for this because I love these actors, and they are actually getting actors like Felicia Day, Will Wheaton, and various other sci-fi orientated actors and actresses involved in this, including members of the Firefly cast, which I'm really excited for. I'm actually really excited for this series, and I definitely highly recommend, if you haven't seen the trailer, go check it out. I'm really excited for it because it's and I will be buying it on Blu-ray or DVD when it comes available, but I will also be watching it online, definitely, because I am really excited for it. I'm not pre-ordering it because I always want to wait before I pre-order anything. I'm going to wait until I hear some good things, but I am excited for this. I really want to go watch it, and I'm excited to see when it comes out. It comes out in September, so it's a wee bit of a while away, but if you haven't checked out the trailer yet, go check it out. If you've never heard of Alan Tudyk or Nathan Fillion, then fix that. But I'm really excited for this show, and I can't wait to actually get it out. Go watch it. I was going to do a video on it, but I don't think I could do. I think it's already hyped beyond belief. So, and in all honesty, I don't have much to say beyond. I am excited to watch it, so I will be watching it when it comes out. The other thing that kind of got me excited at Comic-Con that I saw the news, that as soon as I saw the news, I literally wish I was recording because I freaking squeed so fucking hard that I think I woke my mum up from bed because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, my freaking god! And I'm actually going to show you what made me squee. I've actually got it all set up. This is what made me squee, right here. Legend of Korra comic book has been announced, and that freaking image there made me squee, because if you watch the show you understand why that freaking image made me squee. For those that don't know, I'm a fan of Korra. I have the entire series. I also have Avatar: The Last Airbender. The Avatar series in general is one of my favorite TV series of all time. It's definitely up there, and Korra is there, and I'm just gonna let that play one more time because it's awesome. But yeah, Korra has now been announced to have an official comic book, and that image alone made me squeal like a schoolgirl. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched the final season or not watched Korra, but if you haven't watched Korra, I highly recommend it. Watch Avatar: The Last Airbender first, though, because that's the series beforehand, and it kind of adds into it. Just watch it all. Just watch it all. But yeah, that image made me squeal like a freaking schoolgirl, and I'm really excited for it, especially with what happened after Avatar: The Last Airbender. Sorry, Avatar: The Legend of Korra. After what happened at the end of this, you'll understand if you've seen it, and I absolutely. This was one of the few things that made me so happy this week, and actually almost brought me to tears. Because I love the Avatar series so much. You can already see I'm actually starting to tear up as it is, just remembering images and the ending of Korra, which I need to go back and rewatch. But I'm really excited for this. This is probably one of the few comic books that I will be picking up on day one. I have I have one or two of the Avatar comics. I also have the Avatar art books, but they're in a pile with my other books right now, and I can't actually get them. But I am really excited for this. Legend of Korra means a lot to me, and I absolutely love the series, especially Korra as a character. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to be doing with this comic book, and it is being written by one of the creators of the comic. I believe it's, let's just get that up one more time, please. What's his name again? It's Michael Dante DiMartino. He's one of the original creators of the entire Avatar franchise. The other creator is making his own thing, which is completely understandable. But I'm excited for this. I squealed like a schoolgirl, and if you saw on Twitter, I literally lost my shit. But yeah, I think that's where I'm just going to end this video, because I literally don't want to end up talking about Korra for like another hour or so, because I love this series. I absolutely love it. If you don't know, for those that don't know, only these two are available in the UK. Like, only these season 1 and season 2 are available in the UK. This is actually a US one, because oh wait, this is no, these are the two UK ones, I think. I don't know. But I can't remember what it is, but I think it's these. This season 1, it's book 1 and book 2 are the only ones that are available in the UK right now. I had to get these 3 basically from the US. I had to import these, especially these 2 on Blu-ray, because I had to import them. That's how much I freaking love these. I actually had to import these. They actually cost me a little bit extra to import them, but I absolutely love the Avatar universe. It means a lot to me, especially since I'm rewatching the original series with my little sister. But I am going to wrap things up there, because I literally, I have an idea of what I want to do with the Avatar series. I do want to do an entire series of videos on the Avatar series and as a whole, like from Avatar: The Last Airbender to Avatar: Legend of Korra. But I don't want to do it until I've got everything sorted out in my life and also at home, and also have a better place to film. I literally am holding back doing something on this entire series until I can actually do it properly. So we'll wait and see what happens. But I think that's where I'll wrap things up there. There are some other stuff at Comic-Con that I will talk about. I guess I could get the Ghostbusters news out of the way. I'm going to wait and see. Simple as with Ghostbusters. I am going to wait and see. Simple as I will go probably see the new Ghostbusters films in the theater, regardless, because I love Ghostbusters. It is one of my favorite movies franchises of all time. I love Ghostbusters 1 and I love Ghostbusters 2. So much so that I have, is it up there or is it down here? I have this. I'll show it. I have Ghostbusters 1 and 2, this one, and where's the Blu-rays? There they are. The Blu-rays are up there. I have a pile of DVDs I need to get through. But I've bought Ghostbusters, the DVDs, and VHSs more than once. So I love the series. I love that. I've not watched the animated series because, unfortunately, that's a freaking pain in the ass to get a hold of these days. But I am excited for the Ghostbusters franchise to see where it goes from there. Even though we will not have Harold Ramis, may he rest in peace, or Bill Murray or a few other original cast members. I'm just interested to see where it goes. And I feel a sneeze coming on, so I'm going to have to wrap up quickly. But other than that, I think that's where I'll wrap things up on. I will probably talk about the more Witcher stuff shortly. Do understand that there is some news coming out as well. Dragon's D&D will be coming back. Do not worry about it. And there is something else involving D&D that I'm working on that I want to do. But right now I'm going to save it, in all honesty. Not until I can do it just right, until I've had a bit more experience. But other than that, I think that's where I'll wrap things up there. I hope you enjoyed the video. I thank you for watching. As always, I'm Scottish Warrior 92, and I understand this is a rambling, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao for now.